the end. And another testimony will be shared by Timo about the need to share a common environment, even potentially a cloud platform to share practices, to share potentially the data templates, to share initiatives.
All right, thanks for the introduction. I don't know if it's on. Can I click?
No, that's
good. It comes. All right. Yeah, so thanks for having me at this session. Super interesting. I like the first statement, the first talk. Right? We don't have time. We need to really significantly accelerate the building renovation across Europe. We saw a lot of like important things already today that need to be understood, right? So information management and building renovation is super difficult. We need to start thinking about how we deal with waste, circular economy issues. So that was a great talk. New wave of EU projects just started, I guess, looking at waste management and the construction industry. On renovation projects in this presentation and present a little bit the results from the BIM Speed. We just had the final BIM Speed workshop in the session before. So I was thinking, I'm not going to present all of this, I give a short overview about this, but I want to also like maybe sketch the way forward. So our project ends end of October, and we worked 4 years really hard on all type of things, but we are not there yet, right? And so it's like wanted to maybe pose some critical questions at the end of the presentation of things to look at as a community to further estimate how quickly we can achieve or improve the renovation rate across Europe. Maybe I just sit down, easier to handle. Can you see me now online? I'd like to start with like this slide. And these are the results from a project that we had actually before BIM Speed was called Peter and Lure. So in Peter and Lure, we really looked at plug and play renovation options. So our vision on that project was that, can we accelerate the renovation by developing really technical solutions that we can really quickly install in buildings, like the concept of plug and play. And what we realized on that project was one thing. We had obviously demonstration cases all across Europe, like we do on all of these projects, and we saw that things are significantly different across all of these demonstration projects, all of these renovation projects. And so on the left-hand side, you see an example. These are building blocks in the Netherlands, right? And on the right-hand side, these are building blocks in Denmark. Now you might think, okay, Netherlands and Denmark, in the European context, and they're not so far away from each other, right? But they are, right? And so, how do we, manage these projects, right? And how do we design European-wide plug-and-play products, right, that you can quickly put in? We really realized that these projects are managed by local ecosystems, right? It's local people who drive these, local architects, local communities, local municipalities, local owners, local renters that need to form basically stakeholder networks around these renovation projects. So the final outcome in Peter and Lure was pretty much, okay, plug and play solutions are possible, but we need to localize them. We need to come to something that we call on that project the local factories, right? So when you look at the left-hand side, these buildings are the same, right? They're just in the Netherlands, and it would be great if, this district here, we could have like some local entrepreneur, right? Come up with a super new solution that allows all of these buildings for cheap and very quickly to develop new windows, right? And then he builds a local shop, right? Just there in the district to roll out that, right? And so what we realized then is, and that moved us to the initial idea of speed basic, we need to have something different than like an overarching standard or information flow that will hold for projects. We need to have like kind of a vehicle that allows those local stakeholder networks to assemble themselves around the local district, around maybe the needs of even one big renovation project, right? And that allows them then to, in their local context, get access to all the information they have available, they would require, right? I mean, all the information is always a bad word, right? Because there's never all the information available, but a lot of the information that is there, right? And that brought us actually then in the speed to, something I always like to show this figure. It's like a complex local business network, right? And this figure is, I got it from, I think it's like a representation from Google or something, right? But this is how those networks and renovation projects also look like, right? And so we need to come to kind of a BIM solution that allows, to support networks like this, right? And then we started on the BIM Suite project, and we figured out, well, there's even more than just like bringing together a network and the complexity of the project, but there's a lot of different ways that people could use information models on the renovation projects, right? So that brought us to, the use cases that we developed on BIM Suite. And if you are more interested, we formalized a number of these use cases. I think at the end of the project, we will have 23 formalized, but there are many more. So there's something like we call this the use case tree, right? Where we identified, each of these nodes, and you can read them, you're not supposed to read them, just like showing the large number of possibilities. And this is only what we could come up with in our consortium, right? So there are many more, right? And so we need to not only support a large number of people that work together in kind of unpredictable ways and that they want to work together, but they can also use BIM in many different ways, right? And so that led us to what we tried to do on the BIM Suite project. Right? It was a research and innovation action, so we did really research. So it's not like super high technology readiness level yet, right? It's not ready to be rolled out in the market. We hope it will be. And then we try to really develop initial concepts and demonstrate these concepts also in the sense that, can we have like an affordable cloud-based BIM platform that allows the assembly of these local networks? And then can we come with like a set of interoperable tools that can people like use according to the local, right? And then, of course, because that's so important, we need to show, right? You can do, I work at the university and we have like PhD students and we write fancy technical papers on these research and innovation projects, but the biggest impact that you can make is really showing, hey, here are examples that things work, right? So can we validate, right, on projects and show that these local approaches around the platform work, right? But also we went further on the project. Here, example, that a local software can integrate in the platform, can integrate the platform. Make the platform a tool in a sense. And so we built